She was ready to go when the call came after her. Ready to go and fit, and she started quite well. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Okay. Hello and welcome to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. We got Mikhail. To the what the hell? Radio. Okay. Got a little technical issue there. Mr. Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. It's what's the title of this thing? It's the Michaela Mayer up in the ring. Right about now with her replacement. And that's the end of round one for Michaela Mayer. Let's get this thing correct. Put that up in there. Put that up in there. Okay, that's the end of round one. Round one. And I want to cover this fight. So, turned around. They're already in the ring. Had to go. Had to go. Had to go. Good first round. Made Maya look and think. What's this gal's name? I'm looking at the screen. Says round two. It gives you the time. 2-minute rounds, of course. But it don't put this lady's name. Is her name on her trunks? Michaela's name's on a trunk. Let's see if she turns around. What does it say? What does it say? Hubert, Herbert. What's going on? Okay, let's get the background sounds in check. Uh-oh. Check one. Check two. Check one. Check two. Round two. Matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat, I think I've got this thing. Michaela Wildheart. Oh, there it is now. As soon as I find the name, I see it on her trunks. Wildheart. I wonder what her first name is. You don't want to say hello, darling. Hello, Wildheart. You know, we need a first. Oh, still don't give me the first name. What the hell's going on? Oh, Michaela Mayer versus Lucy Wildheart. Dang. Is it that hard to get a name? Is it that hard to get a name? Matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Michaela working well with the jab, but Wildheart comes with a nice 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2 from Mayer. Combination of 1, 2s. 1, 2s from Mayer versus Wildheart. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Lucy Wildheart is the name. Michaela Mayer doing with the 1, 2s. And 1, 2 to the body. Left, right to the body, excuse me. Nice double jab from Mayer. Wildheart slips the third. Okay, end of round two. Okay, Joyce v. Zhang. Joyce v. Zhang. Tang. Court. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? What's being said? Saying something in the corner. Time for the Rafi to start lip reading.
Yeah, I felt like she just got her range a little bit more in that round.
Seconds out. Round 3. Nice combination there from Michaela. Nice straight right from Wild Heart. Nice jab from Wild Heart. Wild Heart, the shorter of the two. She's nice one, nice left, nice right left to the body of Michaela Mayer from Wild Heart. Lucy Wild Heart, the redhead. Lucy the redhead, Wild Heart, Braveheart. Is Wild Heart the Braveheart? Nice 1-2s from Michaela Mayer. The basic fundamentals. Overhand right from Wild Heart. Juicy Lucy. And Timothy Thomas up in the building. How do you do? Bright and early. Oh my God, what was that? What the hell is that I just trod on? What is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Un momento, mami, slow your tempo. Let's get this hooks. Let's get this obstacle out of the way. Nice. Oh, shizzle, my nizzle. Strong right from Michaela Mayer, but I don't think it's troubled Wild Heart too much. Oh, Michaela Mayer investing in the body. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots to the body. Then uses the forearm to lever Wild Heart away. But all the while, Wild Heart, what was that, the end of the round? Didn't even need a bell for that. Dang. Hey, maybe you need a louder bell. What do you know? What do you say? Hey. Okay. Dang, it's an advert. My gal looks like she got bags under her eyes, needs more sleep. I expect to recuperate. If you don't hydrate and get your sleep, Juggernaut should keep it long and move until 5 rounds or 6 rounds before stepping in with the short shots. Well, my prediction is that the Juggernaut wins via KO, TKO, later rounds, anywhere from round 8 to round 10. That's my prediction. So let's see how that works out. What, Bentley's fought already? You're saying Bentley's fought already? I thought he was fighting after this one. How the hell did I miss that? I just watched Moses Itamu, however you pronounce his name. Did Bentley fight before Itamu or Italu? Itamu? Is it? Okay, Michaela Mayer, it is round 4 of Mayer v. Wild Heart. Wild Heart. What's I gonna do? Oh yeah. Un momento, mami, slow your tempo. It's Michaela Mayer with those constant 1-2s. Wild Heart just came with a jab and a hook. She hooked off the jab with the left. Nice tidy work then with a right from Wild Heart. And another right and then a left from Wild Heart. Wild Heart is doing, she's not looking horrible at all. Michaela Mayer, oh yeah, nice work from Wild Heart. Keep him busy. Wild Heart Wild Heart is not overwhelmed. Remember, it's a short notice fight for Wild Heart. Or is it a matter of days? I think it was a matter of days, something like that. Michaela Mayer working, investing to the body. Wild Heart with a nice left hook, then a right hook, but then we got right-left hooks to the body from Michaela Mayer. Really investing in the body. You know, the Rafi likes that body work. Oh, nice stiff left hook from Wild Heart and another. But in the meantime, Michaela Mayer throws lefts, right, lefts, right, lefts, right, lefts. She don't mess about. Don't mess about. But was that the best round for Wildheart? Certainly not looking overwhelmed at all. Not overwhelmed at all. Okay, so we're heading into the 5th round. Zhang resting those old legs. He's just sitting down, chilling. Or is he listening? I got some music playing, must be. He's dancing, sitting down, resting them old legs. When I say old legs, I don't mean that in a disparaging manner. They're just showing us what's going on backstage, and it's Zhang resting them legs, and I don't blame him. Saving it. Okay. Saving it for the big show. For the big show. Okay. We're in round 5. And Wildheart, Lucy Wildheart, the red-headed late replacement, is putting in work. Putting in work with that lead left hook, which Rafi's are fond of, but Michaela Mayer just coming with the volume. Wildheart does a one-shot, covers up, but Michaela Mayer just keeps firing, mate. She's like a firing pin on an automatic weapon. Michaela Mayer is like the firing pin on an automatic weapon. Wildheart, problem is Wildheart just throws one shot at a time. She don't got the volume of Michaela Mayer. Michaela Mayer going upstairs, downstairs. Left hook and then about 3 hooks. Right hook to the head and then about 3 hooks to the body. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. It's just the volume of Mayer. Big left hook from Mayer. Wildheart fires back with 2 left hooks. Michaela Mayer slips both of them. And then comes back with a body assault. Constant body assault. Constantly going to the body is Michaela Mayer. My. This is some wicked body work from Michaela Mayer. And Wildheart don't seem to have the answer. Maybe she should ride Michaela's head, pull her head down a little bit of dirty stuff. But what she's doing, she's doing something sensible. She's keeping her elbows tucked in. Keeping them elbows tucked. OMG. But it's the volume. It's the volume of the Michaela Mayer. It's rough stuff. Rough stuff in there. Coming up to round 6. Rough stuff. Rough stuff. Seconds out, round 6. Okay. Left, right from Michaela Mayer. Then a right hook to the body. Overhand right from Michaela Mayer. Oh, overhand right from Lucy Wildheart. And then Michaela goes with the body assault. Nice 1-2 from Wildheart. Left hook from Wildheart, jab from Wildheart, straight right from Wildheart, another straight right and down to the body from Wildheart. Wildheart, I really like Wildheart's work. I really like her punch selection, but she's just been overwhelmed with the volume of Michaela Mayer. The volume on Wild Art just isn't enough. Punch selection, great. There's just not enough of them. Just not enough of them. It's crucial. The 2-minute rounds that you get your work in. She's really got to look at that in training. She's really got to look at volume. She's got to look to up her volume by double. She's got to up her punch output. Talking about Lucy Wildheart, the late replacement. OMG, get that off the screen. Get out of here. 25 seconds remaining in the 6th round. Nice right hook from Wildheart, but then Kayla Mayers throws about 4 shots, 4 hooks to the body in rapid succession. OMG. OMG. That's the end of the round 6. Michaela Mayer versus Lucy Wildheart. And I gotta say, Wildheart don't look like she's got a punch on it. She hasn't got a mark on her. So for all that high volume of Michaela Mayer, I don't see a single, not even a scratch on the face of Lucy Wildheart, the redhead. But nice shots from Lucy Wildheart, but it's just the sheer volume. Seconds out, round 7. 7 of 10 rounds. 7 of 2 minutes. 7th of 10 2-minute rounds. With Michaela Mayer coming with the punch selection upstairs, downstairs, and the volume. It's a volume game. But Wildheart still in there. Not a scratch on her. Makes me question the power. Makes me question the power of Mayer. Nice 1-2 from Wildheart. Mayer comes back with the jab. She's the longer lady. She's the longer limbed individual. So every time Wildheart hits her like there with a nice 1-2, Mayer comes back with about 5 shots. 4 shots. So it's at least 4-1. Michaela Mayer outlanding Lucy Wildheart by at least 4-1. It's kind of overwhelming. Numbers are overwhelming. I'm not sure Wildheart is particularly perturbed, even though she's getting outworked. Oh, nice combinations there from Maya. 1-2, 1-2. Oh, 1-2, 3-4. And that's the end of the 7th round. Now we're heading into the 8th. There we go. The mathematicians among you. Now they cut to backstage with the Juggernaut got a sweat on. While Zhang sitting down, conserving his energy. The Juggernaut's working some techniques. Backstage. Seconds out, round 8. Jab, 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 jab. Hook from Michaela Mayer. 3-4. From Wild Heart. Wild Heart comes with the backhand, then front hand. Michaela Mayer comes with the 1, 2, 3, 4s. Nice hook to the body there. Nice hook to the rib from Mayer. But I have to question the power of Mayer. Because for all the heavy volume that she's thrown, I don't see a single scratch on the face of the late replacement Lucy Wild Heart. Wild Heart. Nice 1-2 there from Wild Heart. Mayer comes back with 1, 2, 3, 4. Seen a hell of a lot of low shots here. The referee ain't called none from Mayer. Toe to toe. It's toe to toe stuff. Both come with the right hooks, both miss. Whistle past the chin. Nice right hook there from Wild Heart. Yeah, Wild Heart fitness seems pretty good. More volume from Michaela Mayer. Nice left hook from Wild Heart. What the hell is that? The end of the round? The end of these rounds come so quickly, so swiftly. What's going on here? Let's have a little looky. Let's do some little checks here. Good night tonight for Sam Nunn. She was impressive. Denzel Bentley, who was impressive. Moses Mikama, he got 6 rounds under his belt for the first time as a professional at the yard here tonight. Tell you why. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on is that we're heading into the 9th round. Those watching on black and white TVs, Michaela Mayer is in the white and Lucy Wild Heart in the black. The penultimate round. Wild Heart. Wild Heart with a combo. Combo. Bumbo. Combo for your bumbo. Combo for your bumbo. Double jab. Oh. 1, 3, 4 to the body. Oh my God. Where's the blood coming from? Wild Heart looks like she's got a cut in the mouth. Where's that come from? How did that happen? I haven't seen any blood till now. Where's that cut? Looks like she got a cut in the mouth. A Dari pennant up in the building. How do you do? You join us as Michaela Mayer has last inflicted some kind of visible damage on Lucy Wildheart. Lucy Wildheart looks very comfortable there. Had her hands down by her side. Michaela Mayer punching away. Lucy Wildheart put her hands down and was just slipping the punches. So looks like Michaela Mayer's got a little bump on the nose. Or is it the bridge? Is that what they call the bridge of the nose? Yeah, something like that. She got a cut on the eye. She got a little cut. Oh, so Michaela Mayer's got a little cut under the left eyebrow. Well, just in the eyebrow, actually. So Lucy Wildheart is inflicting some damage. And Lucy Wildheart, they got a cut in the mouth, I think. They're not showing her in between the rounds, so I can't see where the cut is, but I've seen some blood on the lips. Of Lucy Wildheart. Okay, so we're into the 10th and final round. Michaela Mayer versus Lucy Wildheart. Michaela Mayer with the variety of punches upstairs and downstairs, but with the volume. And she really has invested in the body, has Michaela Mayer. Upstairs, downstairs, constantly. And some of those shots were a little low for my taste, but she hasn't been called on it. Talking about Michaela Mayer. She hasn't been called on it. But she's certainly been a machine. He's a machine when it comes to the volume. Right hook from Mayer. Straight left from Lucy Wildheart. 2-3 to the body from Mayer. Left hook from Mayer. Left hook from Wildheart. Hook to the body of Wildheart. And now I think blood coming from the nose of Lucy Wildheart. Hooks to the body of Wildheart. Hook to the head of Wildheart. Hook to the body of Wildheart. Uppercut. Body shots. Right hook. Wildheart legs dips. Wow. And she ends up with a bloody nose. A bloody nose. And it was only at the very end, the first time I saw Wildheart buckle. Lucy Wildheart's legs buckle. But remember, this is a short notice fight. So I think she's done very, very well. Very, very well. Talking about Lucy Wildheart as a late replacement. Like I say, she went through most of the fight without showing any damage. It's only in the 8th round or the 9th round when we saw a spot of blood in the mouth of Lucy Wildheart. So I think Michaela Mayer, she won that fight convincingly, just with so much bloody volume. I think Wildheart's got to go back and look to double her punch output, double each round, double it. And even then, I think Mayer would have been landing more. Even then. Was that a cut on the forehead? Wow. Yeah, it looks like a gash on the forehead. of Wild Heart. Maybe that's what caused the cut. Maybe that's what's caused the cut on the eyebrow, the left eyebrow. Of Michaela Mayer. Michaela Mayer. Oh, is this a full house? Looks like a full house. Let's have a look what's going on. Let's have a look what's going on. Okay, so they are calling, waiting for the judges, still checking the scorecards. Trying to find out who the winner is, I think we know who the winner is. $98.92. 100-90. $98.91. Going to be by unanimous decision. Lightweight interim champion of the world. Interim lightweight champion of the world is Michaela Mayer. That Lucy gal there, she's a tough little cookie. She's got a problem with her punch output. Needs to step that up. What's the question? Adari Pennant with the question mark. What's the question? Bomac would be a good boxing match for Moses Itamu. Bomac, yeah. Bomac's a great trainer. Itamu, I like Itamu. Adam Hurley says, go Joyce. It's like a world war. Up in there. It's going to be like a world war up in there. Am I behind or something?
Thank you both very much indeed, and I'd like particularly to commend Raven for her contribution in commentary tonight. And one phrase of Raven's after about 4 rounds tonight, that's summing it up very well. The spike is a word. Very well. The spike is a word of Mayer. Did that make it?
Okay, I'm on time. Uh-oh. Let's take that down. And let's get this. What's going on there? Okay. Matter of fact, rat-a-tat-tat, should plug my phone in. So look. Okay. I'll plug my phone in. Sounds like a lot of power. And only one loss. Yeah, it ain't no pushover. This ain't no pushover for Joyce because statistics show Joyce is heavyweight. It has one of the highest punch outputs out of any heavyweight. So Joyce has some of the highest punch output of any heavyweight. But he also gets hit more than a lot of heavyweights. You know what I mean? That could come to bite him on the bum in this particular fight. So, you know, he's got to watch out for that. He's got to shore up his defense. Got to shore up his defense. Who's that? Michaela Mayer. Michaela Mayer is now coming down on the mic. Let me, excuse me for a second. Let me plug my phone in. Okay. I'm back. What's going on here? Joyce is ballsy enough to take an underrated fight like this. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's interesting to me. It's interesting to me that Anthony Joshua was scheduled to fight Zhilei Zhang. But when that fight was being talked about, it was supposed to be a walkover. He says, yeah, it's a nice little tune-up for Joshua. Nice little tune-up fight. You know, go and fight him in China. Yeah, nice little. So he was being talked about when Joshua was supposed to be fighting Zhang. Zhang was being talked about like, hold on a second, what's that there? Zhang was being talked about like he was a pushover. You know what I mean? It's interesting. But now, he's fighting Joyce. You know, Zhang's being talked about as a very serious contender, which is a fair assessment. But that's interesting to me. That's interesting. That's interesting full stop, is it not? Yeah, I think so. What was I saying? Yeah, so that's interesting. Big up to the Bizzle. Mayer did win very conclusively. Pretty much won every single round. But, you know, you got to bear in mind that Lucy Wildheart, she was coming into the fight off what, a few days' notice. So it's credit to Lucy Wildheart, the redhead, that she stayed in there and didn't show no mark on her until I think it was the 9th round, where she got a cut in her mouth. And then in the 10th round, she got a bloody nose. But it's credit to Lucy Wildheart that she went the whole damn fight almost without a mark on her. And she was firing back. She was shooting back. But it was just the volume, the sheer volume of Michaela Mayer. It's way too much. Way too much. Lucy Wildheart needs to double her punch output, if not treble it. Punch output, punch selection is really nice. Punch distribution, really nice. She goes upstairs, downstairs, as was Michaela Meyer. Yeah, it makes you wonder. Michaela Meyer didn't really seem to buckle Lucy Wildheart until the 10th round. So it kind of makes you question the power of Michaela Meyer. All right, what was I gonna write in there? I was gonna write something a second there. Oh. Meyer wins. What is that? Via points. Meyer wins via points. Boom. But Zhang's only loss was controversial. That's a good point, but I got another point. Was it Jerry Forrest who he fought? He dropped Jerry Forrest early in that fight. Did Zhang look to have it covered? Excuse me. Seemed to have it covered. What's going on here? Yeah, it seemed to have it covered. But then Jerry Forrest came back. No, I know that he lost. To Hrgovic. But I'm talking about a fight that maybe he should have lost. And that was to Jerry Forrest. Yeah, so in that Jerry Forrest fight, we saw the problem, or a problem, probably the most pressing problem with Hrgovic, and that is his fatigue. That's what I'm talking about. Fatigue. I think that's one of Zhilei Zhang's biggest problems. Fatigue. He fatigued in the Jerry Forrest fight after it seemed as if he had won. So that's the problem for me. That's the biggest problem with Zhilei Zhang. Fatigue. And that's why my prediction is that Joyce wins by late stoppage. I got him winning in the 8th round. TKO or KO. So I think that's the problem there for Forrest, for Zhilei Zhang. As for what happened with the Hrgovic fight, well, I think Hrgovic beat him, but Hrgovic beat him via the point system. Hrgovic was getting battered by Zhang, got dropped by Zhang, and then he realized, hold on, I better get on my unicycle. He spent the rest of the fight. Hrgovic spent the rest of the fight on his unicycle, all around the ring, trying to stay away from Zhilei Zhang, the heavy-handed Zhilei Zhang. So Hrgovic kind of beat him with the system, beat him by the system. But in comes our man in the Caribbean, goes by the name of the Iron Kong 26. Iron Kong, how do you do?
I call Rafi. How you doing, man?
Yeah, well, it's nice, it's nice. The weather was okay, nice and mild over here today. I got all my duties done. Felt nice and fresh. I feel reasonably nice and fresh. Got all my duties done early. And so I feel kind of nice and fresh for this fight, this main card tonight. What about you over there in St. Kitts?
It's all right, Rafi. 81 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Mm-hmm.
Sunny day really.
Yeah.
My AC stopped working in my Jeep. I need to
Oh,
get that fixed, and that's because there's a problem. It's almost summertime here,
yeah.
and there's no way
Yeah.
I gonna be in the summer with no AC.
No way, no way, no way. No way, no how. You don't want that.
I have leather seats and all that, and if you're in the summer without leather seats, you know how
Yeah.
hot
Oh,
that gets.
that's going to be
So
a problem.
it can't happen.
No.
So right now, I'm on the hunt
Yeah.
for my vehicle.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What are we talking about? The house or the vehicle?
The vehicle.
Oh, the vehicle. The vehicle. Oh, you got to get that sorted ASAP.
Yeah, that got no. The house AC must always be working, Rafi.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
I live in the Caribbean. I work for a living.
Huh.
I should not be uncomfortable
No.
in my own home.
No way.
So, my vehicle should also be AC'd.
Yeah.
So when I drive out, I can have my AC on, so I don't have sweaty armpits
Yeah. That's not good.
when I jump out, Rafi.
Yeah. You definitely. You need AC. I need AC over here in my car in the UK. So you definitely need it in hotter climes.
I'm telling you, Rafi. How things going so far with the boxing, man?
It's going nice. What's that cat's name? Itamu, the 18-year-old guy. Itamu, he fought a durable fella, very durable fella, and he beat him. The guy's never been stopped, so he went the whole 6 rounds. But this Itamu cat, he's been fighting since he was 10 years of age. And so he started as a kid, and he looks like he's got real good boxing IQ. And I like the way he goes upstairs, downstairs, fighting since he was 10. He looked like, right about now, he looks like he could be a very real prospect. He's only 18 years of age. And, the Rafi likes it when these boxers are fluid. And this Itamu, 18-year-old cat, he does look very fluid. I like him. I think he's definitely one to watch. Itamu. So that was good.
What I think he should fight is that guy who has like 104 losses.
Oh my God.
I think he was on this card too. I saw the card lineup, and he was on fighting some other guy. He's now 7-104, and I think Itamo should fight him.
Well,
Frank Warren's hamburger stacker.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Line him up. This Itamu guy, he looks. I like the way he looks. Only 18. So that's real nice. And then Michaela Maya fought some gal I never heard of, and went the full 10 rounds. But Michaela Maya, just with the volume was overwhelming. But the other gal, Lucy, what was that gal's name? Lucy Warcraft or something like that. Witchcraft, I don't know. I can't remember. She was very durable, and she popped out the punches upstairs, downstairs. I like the punch selection. There just wasn't enough of them. The output was far too low. Michaela's output is ridiculously high. But if one thing this Lucy gal's got to learn is that she's got to double, treble her punch output in training. She's got to double, treble it because she's seen the highest level now, and she knows that her volume is just not enough. It's just not enough. You got to step it up.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about Miss Wildebeest, whatever her name is. And I hope she takes your advice and steps up the punch output. That would be wonderful.
She has to. She got no choice. She has to.
So after Joyce wins tonight, we're gonna go back on the fake Joshua calling out Joshua train again, because that seems to be his main claim. No, he was on a video I was watching. complaining, oh, Joshua showed clips of our sparring. I was like, that sparring only came out apparently because you, Joyce, kept talking a bunch of rubbish
Yeah.
about how you used to school this and they're scared of you and all this other nonsense. I'm like, why is Joyce complaining?
Yeah. He brought it
I
on.
don't like the sharing of sparring footage, but when I saw the video of him complaining, I just found it funny because Joyce forgets that the reason why that video came was because you kept talking shit. So
Exactly.
they had to show you getting punched in your mouth.
Exactly. Exactly.
Next time, relax, sir.
Yeah. Calm down. Cool down the pace. Cool down the pace. You know what I mean? He brought down himself.
Slow down, Brendan. Just slow down.
Brought down himself. What's going on here? Swinging Sweet Caroline. I'm going to turn that volume off. If the batteries in the remote will work. You know, there's different types of people, you know, Kang. There's people who replace the batteries as soon as, you know, when you're watching on Amazon, as soon as the batteries start going low, you get this notification saying your battery is low. Change them now. There's two types of people. There's the people who change them immediately, and then there's the people like me who just keep them in and just slap the remote around a few times.
I keep hitting the remote, beat the shit out the remote.
Yes.
Every now and again, I take the back off, I roll the batteries a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's the last resort. When the beating of the remote stop working, then you gotta take the back off and roll them around a little bit. That's me. That's what I do.
Oh man.
This thing's been giving me a notification that the batteries are low for months, and I still got the same batteries in. I got replacements. Yes, of course I do. But why the hell am I going to replace them too soon?
Batteries have to dead. Kill dead.
Yes. Got to be drained. I've even got a battery reader off eBay. You know, a little battery reader tells you how much power you got left. And I say, no, there's enough power. Come on.
Yeah, all I need you to do is change the channel. Just change the channel. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah. Bite down on your gum shield. Come on now. We can make it. Come on, at least another month. Come on.
Oh boy.
You know.
Telling you, I remember when I was younger. I don't try all sorts of nonsense with batteries. I don't put batteries in the fridge. I don't do. People tell me, oh, if you put the batteries in the fridge, they get a little bit more juice in them. They put the batteries in the fridge.
Yeah. And
they come out and they walk. You're like, oh, it worked.
Damn. I never heard that one.
Yeah, put the batteries in the fridge. Hey, yo, I don't try all. Listen, when you're poor, you think all kind of things, Raf.
You got every angle. You gotta try every angle.
Everything. You gotta make this thing last.
Yes. You
know.
Yes.
Back then, I was telling some people. Well, I'm on social media. I put up a picture of some black Berwick batteries.
Yeah.
You remember Berwick batteries? I
don't remember those. No.
You know?
I don't remember Berwick.
They're actually a British battery. Berwick Ever-Ready batteries.
No. Ever-Ready is the brand name. Ever-Ready.
Right. Yeah. Berwick was the brand that the company that made the Ever-Ready battery. But had a point when the Berwick battery would come mark on Berwick. It was a black battery.
Oh, I don't remember that one. I don't remember.
Yeah, and the logo was like a cat jumping through like a 9 or some nonsense like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Back in them days, I talking about you had to make the battery last because batteries were expensive.
For real.
And you want your thing what?
Yeah.
So, Berwick batteries.
100.
They don't even sell them batteries no more.
No.
I think Berwick went out of business.
Mm-hmm. The brand name over here was Ever-Ready.
Yes, after a while, it started to come to a red battery named Ever-Ready down here.
Oh, right. Yeah. That was the one we had, the Ever-Ready. Ever-Ready
battery.
Yeah, man, but I don't know. It's just in me. I make these damn batteries last. Because it's the only thing now that you need a battery for. Before, you need a battery for everything. But now, The only thing you really need them standard batteries for is your remote control.
Right.
The other batteries now, them little silver cells. You know what I mean? And batteries have gone up. Well, everything's gone up over here since the COVID thing. We had the COVID thing, then we had the Brexit thing. So we've taken a double whammy. Some things
was supposed to make things better over there. What happened?
Well, they didn't do the maths, did they? They didn't do the maths because a whole series of things meant that prices. I mean, batteries now, you used to pound shop batteries used to be £1. Yeah. Now that same strip of batteries is £1.50. So that's a 50% increase.
Well, how long them pound battery lasts?
Yeah, long time. I mean, we're talking about top batteries. What's the brand I've got in my remote control? Let's have a look. Let me take the back off. Oh, okay. So these are Kodak. Batteries. Very respectable. They got Duracell as well, and all the top batteries in the pound shop. What I'm saying is they've gone up 50%.
Right.
0%, and a lot of things have gone up by 50%. It's kind of crazy to imagine just the concept of something going up by 50%. It's crazy.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Does that also include ladies who use their bodies for a living?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. That's a great question.
Because if food is more expensive for them,
yeah,
and hygienic problems, would their rates also go up?
Well, you'd expect that things would go up across the board. You would expect that. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's a great question. I mean, I can't tell you the answer, but I know that there is one YouTuber who, when he's on his lives, he actually rings. Well, a lot of things are internet now, so he will actually go on the internet to an escort site and pick a girl live and give her a call live. And all the rates are up there. The dues, the menu, the rates, the menu are up there. But I don't know what the price is before. I don't know what it is after, but it's a great question. I will investigate just out of curiosity.
I hear you, Rafi.
Just out of curiosity, I will investigate. But, as far as using such services, I mean, the Rafi likes exclusivity. The Rafi likes a rare commodity. The mere fact that, this is a shared commodity, really, he doesn't work for me. He don't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather put a little bit of groundwork in and get an exclusive arrangement. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just the Rafi. Timothy Thomas is in the building. Zhang is in the ring. Joyce is in the ring. Mr. Dawkins, good evening. All predictions, please. The Juggernaut by 8. Everybody put your prediction. Everybody in the chat put your prediction in. The Juggernaut by 8 is what the Rafi's saying.
Juggernaut 5-6.
Okay. I'm saying KO or TKO. Boxing Merker is in the building. Big juggernaut, indeed. Timothy Thomas. Triple J looking trim. Yeah, he's I'm pretty sure he's 270 against Josie Parker. And today he's in the 240s. That's a significant difference, Iron Kong.
That's the way Anthony Joshua should become. 240 something. That 255 looked ridiculous in Anthony Joshua. It was big and he was too slow for me. So this is a good weight for Joyce. He's going to be faster and, a little fitter. So round 5-6. The Juggernaut looking good.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that the Juggernaut could come in. Where is it? Where's his weight? 18 stone, 4 pounds. I would like that in pounds. But it's funny how the Juggernaut can come in like what? 245, 55, 65, could come in 25 pounds heavier and function very well against Joseph Parker. Not blowing or nothing. Joseph Parker was the one who got tired. So if he's got a cardio tank at 270, that's impressive. That's impressive because he didn't look tired at 270. So it's really interesting that he could have that much of a weight differential and perform at that level. That's interesting to me. Percentage is now out today. Okay, they're in the middle of the ring. Referee is giving their announcement. 18-4. Round 1 start. Joyce by decision.
You behind, Rafi. It's like 2 minutes 30 something in.
What? What the hell's going on here? Let me dang, this ain't good. This ain't good at all. That far behind, that's terrible. That's terrible. What am I gonna do? Let me see if I can.
I won't give you any spoilers though. I'll let you call the fight. Go ahead, do your thing.
Well, you can jump in if you want. Give spoilers if you want. I don't mind. Okay, looks a bit better here. I'm at 1 minute 29 seconds. What? How much time remaining?
I have 1 minute 42 seconds.
And now I'm ahead of you then, because I'm on 1 minute 19 seconds.
There you go. I mean, you should be, Rafi. I mean, I had to close like 16 different pop-ups for my stream. So
damn. I don't know how I was so far behind though. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. You
okay,
should have the better stream.
Yes. Big right by not the big right by Zhang. I see what you mean by getting hit. Because Joyce throws more punches than almost any other heavyweight, but he also gets hit almost more than any other heavyweight. So
yeah, Joyce gonna have to work on that because let me tell you something, man. I don't care what nobody say about chins and all of that.
Yeah,
it's never a benefit to any fighter to get punched repeatedly. I don't like that.
No.
Hide your chin, move your face. I really don't like it. I mean, Joyce has to decide what he wants for his later in his life, his post-boxing career. He can't just take punches like this.
Nah.
What are you doing?
Nah. Joyce taking some heavy punch. Has taken some heavy punches. I missed it because I was behind and I didn't know. So I can't even mark round 1. Yan Kong, round 1. Who won it in your book? Everybody tell me who won round 1. I have no idea. I was behind.
My round hasn't even finished. I've been flashing back, so I can't even tell. My round just finished. So
okay. Who won that round, people? Because I don't know.
I mean, I would say Zhang. Zhang was punching the shit out of Joe. Just got to move his face, Rafi. Or he gonna have to step it up and just get active on Joyce and on Zhang and make Zhang work. Well, I will say with Joyce paces himself very well.
Yeah.
He paces himself, and then he steps it up later. That's how he has his stand, because he starts off slow, and he ramps up later. So I expect Joyce to start ramping it up 3 to 4.
Okay. So I'm giving it's round 2, beginning of round 2. Leon Figures up in the building. And wins first round. Okay, well, that's how I'm marking it. That's the general consensus. I'm going with it. I didn't see it. I was back too far behind. So I'm going to get my scorecard in order. Joyce Zhang. Round 1. 10-9 to Zhang. Okay. Jab by Zhang. Joyce. Big left by Zhang. Zhang is a southpaw, folks. What the hell's going on? Drop me pen. I lost my pen like Wilder. Nice 1-2 by. I lost my pen like Wilder, but I found it. Unlike Wilder, I found it. Oh, massive! Oh my God! Massive right left. Was it a left by Zhang? Joyce might be. Joyce's nose is busted. Joyce might be right about now. Massive left by Zhang. Jab. But oh my God! Joyce is getting. Pardon my language, folks, but I'm going to say Joyce is going to get fucked up. If not this round, the next round. But he's just a sitting duck for that left from Zhang. Just a sitting duck from that left from Zhang. He's coming back with a triple jab. Zhang shrugs his shoulders. And what makes me laugh is that when Anthony Joshua was scheduled, talked about fighting Zhang, people said, "Oh yeah, that should be a nice little warm up for Joshua. That's a nice little tune up for Joshua." But now all of a sudden, you know, when Joyce is fighting Zhang, oh, Zhang's very dangerous. So he's big, heavy hitter. He starts getting his credit, but when Joshua was fighting him, Zhang was nothing.
Ralph, you know how we go. Once it comes to Anthony Joshua, you know how we go. People are very unreasonable.
Very unreasonable.
People are very unreasonable. It just doesn't matter.
Another big left from Zhang. Jesus Christ, the left earlier on that rocked Joyce, that was just like a sledgehammer. It's like a sledgehammer. And that left, Joyce is in the way of the left all night long. I'm going to have to give this round a draw because really, I'm going to have to give it a 9-9 because Zhang would have won it with that punch. But Joyce kept standing. Jesus, holy hell. That was a murderous left hand. I'm giving that round a draw. That's a 9-9 round for Mike. Because Joyce won the round in terms of punches, but that left.
Somebody tell Joyce move. He blasted head.
Can't
Just move your head, Judge. Shit, man. It's not like Zhang is some lightning fast person. Just move your head, man.
Move your head.
Shit, man.
OMG, this is shocking stuff. Joyce ain't down. Joyce never went down. He was about to go down.
As Leon Figure said, no such thing as an iron chin. No such thing.
That's true.
Nonsense people attack. Move your head.
Yeah, move it.
Not name iron chin. Move your head. That's all.
For real. That's what you got to do.
People talk about, oh, they're scared to get hit. Yeah, this is the heavyweight division. People don't want to get hit on their chin. They move.
Move.
You don't have to show me how tough you are. Just move. Come on, Joyce.
Yeah.
Joyce gonna have to step it up right now, Rafi. Like step up the pace because he can't allow Zhang to just stay on the outside like that. I mean, come on. Step it up big time. Pressure him. You gotta pressure him.
Well, I think he's got to rough him up. I think he's got to do some clinching and stuff. Maybe try and wear Zhang down. Oh, nice body shot from Zhang. Then 1-2 from Zhang. I can see Zhang stopping Joyce if he's not careful. Oh, you see now the right eye of Joyce is swelling. The right eye is on the left side. And that's the punch that's giving him the most problem. If that right eye closes, he's a sitting duck. Because he won't see the left hand. The right eye closes, Joyce won't be able to see the left hand. Big body shot. Yo, Zhang's got some bricks in that left hand in the first half of a fight. Afterwards, he fades badly. So Zhang's got 3 more rounds to finish this fight. After that, his chances diminish dramatically.
Agree. He has to finish this within like 5. Same thing, 5 to 6. Otherwise, after that, that's it.
Yeah. So he's got 3 rounds basically. 3 rounds at the most to get the job done. Does Zhang, and it's It's a race against time because that right eye of Joyce is closing, apparently at a rapid pace. Left, right from Joyce, right,
Yeah,
left.
Joyce walking good this round. Good this round.
Yeah, it's touching Zhang up, keeping Zhang at the end of his punches. And Zhang, as we know, doesn't have great cardio.
No. Joyce doing the thing. Beat your body. Beat up your body. There we go, Joyce. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
my gosh. I think he's got to stay in the face. I think he's just got to blind Zhilei Zhang with punches in the face. Because if he goes to the body, every now and then one to the body, but keep punches in Zhang's face for the next 3 rounds and it'll be okay. I think he's got to work mainly to the head. Keep him busy. Keep him busy. Keep him blinded by punches. Occupied. Covering his head. Because when he goes downstairs, it gives Zhang time to think. Zhang wanted to touch gloves. Joyce declined. OMG, this is going to be good, but whoa. I didn't expect Joyce to get rocked to his socks in the second round.
So, Joyce, oh man, move your head, partner.
For real.
My round just finished, so I was watching the end just now. It's like his head just always there.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Oh man. Anyway, I have it 2-1 so far. Let's go, Joyce.
What have I got? I've got. Oh, that was the third round, though. Oh, 2-1. Yeah. I've got Joyce. Oh, I've only got Joyce winning 1 round so far. It's 1 round. It's 1 round apiece, and that second round was a draw for me, where he got rocked. Because Joyce won the round, but that punch was a heavy punch, almost like a knockdown for me. I almost scored that punch like a knockdown. So that made it a draw. Round 4. So to be clear, I've got it as a draw so far, 1 round apiece, and a 1 round draw so far. So we're in round 4. Jab by Joyce, 1 to the body. Right 1-2 by Joyce. Joyce going downstairs, upstairs. 1 to the body, 1 to the head. Joyce, jab. Zhang's got technique where it interrupts a punch, comes with a left? Yeah, comes with a left. Does Zhang, but he's being outlanded by Joyce. Oh, Zhang tries to do some grappling. Tries to push Joyce's head down. Is Zhang already feeling the pace of the juggernaut? Another left. Oh, another left. Every time Zhang throws a left, it rocks Joyce's head back. But, another one. And another one from Zhang. Misses. Talking about lefts. Another left. Body punch by Joyce. Hook, right hook, right hook. Whoa! Big left hook rocks Joyce's head back. It just rocks his head back like it's hanging on his legs by elastic. And another one. It seems like Zhang can't miss with the lefts. Uppercut, right. Was that a left? Everything's a left from Zhang. Punches to the body from Joyce. Oh, big right from Joyce. Zhang doesn't wobble, but Zhang's already tired. Or maybe he's trying to conserve his energy. Another left from Zhang. Coughing left from Zhang. 25 seconds to go. And the juggernaut keeps on chugging out them punches in volume. Zhang doesn't have the volume of Joyce, nowhere near. And he just threw a left which was just short, out of range. Another left from Zhang. It's like he can't miss with the left. Then he comes with the right. This is a scrap. This is a scrap. Now I've got Joyce ahead by 2 rounds to 1 and 1 draw. 10-9 to Joyce. What are the people them saying? Great Sunday night fight, non-PPV.
Zhang is tired. You can see his mouth open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He already don't have a high punch output, but his punch output has gone all the way down.
For real.
He's already tired. But Joyce, man, every time Zhang throws a left hand, it hits him. I don't understand, Rafi.
Yeah, it's crazy. You just keep his head there.
I don't understand.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Bang counters him for fun. It's true. He counters him for fun. Young Phil's got 2 rounds apiece. How are you? Joyce gets hit with the very same punch time and time again. It's the left. It's the left that's troubling him.
But all I'm saying is, Zhang is not like this blisteringly fast heavyweight. Like
Nope.
Everybody knows it's a straight left. What? And how is that keeps hitting you? How?
It's crazy.
A straight left every time?
Every time. It's crazy. I was sparring a guy one time and I hit him with a left hook. And then he landed and I thought, straight left again. Another straight left from Zhang. And then I hit him with another left hook and he landed. And I started to think to myself, could I hit him with another left hook? And I threw another left hook and I thought he was going to block it or slip it this time. It didn't. He landed. And every time I threw a left hook, it landed. It's crazy. Big left again. Rocks Joyce's head back. Some people are just susceptible to some punches and they won't correct it. Another big punch. Joyce, big left. Another big left from Zhang. I don't know if his corner just told him just keep on throwing the left. Some people are just hoping for a certain punch and they don't do anything to correct it. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Big left again from Zhang. It's mad. Joyce hasn't fought a southpaw since his 4th fight. Another left. Jeez. The right-hand side of Joyce's face is going to look like the Phantom of the Opera. That eye is almost closed by the end of the 6th round. This is like Mission Impossible. I don't know if people remember that program, Mission Impossible, but you got a certain amount of time to do a mission and the clock's ticking. And if you don't get out of the compound in 30 seconds, everything's just going to blow. This reminds me of Mission Impossible. Joyce with a series of uppercuts, landing a series of uppercuts, 44 seconds left. And the Mission Impossible is the timing. The timing of the eye closing. The eye is going to close. The eye is probably going to be might be fully closed at the end of this round. And if it's not fully closed at the end of this round, it's going to be fully closed at the end of the 7th. And then Joyce won't be able to see the lefts coming at all. Then what happens? Well, then what happens is that you're in the zone where Zhilei Zhang's got barely any stamina left. His energy bar is hovering close to empty after the 6th round. So you're going to have a half-blind man versus a half-gassed man. What happens then? Well, then the guy with the cardio theoretically wins, but it's much closer. We don't know what's going to happen. Shizzle is crazy. Yo, I don't even know who I should give that round to. I know that Joyce landed more, but I got to give it to Zhang. Sorry. I'm giving it to Zhang. I know other people may mark it differently, but Zhang, that was just an impressive round for Zhang. Could be a key round. Could be a key round. Joyce will get stopped. Says Timothy Thomas. Hey, it's possible. Less likely now. It's going to the 6th, but still highly possible. Jimmy Tibbs.
It's mad. Just one punch every time.
Every time. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
How is this possible, Rafi? One straight punch every time.
Oh my God! They asked him the referee. They brought the doctor in. Yo, he's got. If they don't stop it now, they're gonna stop it at the end of the next round. Yo, this is high drama. This is high drama. Rafi predicted this. The eye was gonna close. And it's closed. Rafi said the eye was going to close at the end of the fifth. And it did. It's not totally closed yet. We'll totally close up by the end of the sixth. OMG. OMG. High drama. High drama. Jeez. Round 6. That was a right hand that shook Joyce's head. From Zhang. Joyce with some body work there. A little bit of eye work there. Keeping it close. This is close quarter work. Joyce is landing the bulk of the shots. Almost all of the shots. What's Zhang doing though? Is Zhang being cute? Oh, left. Hey, he's cute. 3 lefts in a row. Zhang is being cute. He knows he's got a gas tank issue. So what he's doing is on eco setting. Zhang is on eco. Oh my God, this guy's going to get stopped. This fight is going to get stopped, ladies and gentlemen. The referee has called the doctor in for a second time. The referee ain't going to let this go. This fight will be stopped. OMG. Doctor's going to wave it off. Can't see. The eyes closed. He's going to whisper. The eyes closed. The referee's going to wave it off. Watch. And Zhang beats Joyce. OMG.
Joyce spent more time talking about Anthony Joshua than learning how to move his head.
You see, Zhang was supposed to be, when people talked about Zhang and Joshua, oh, it's just a nice little tune-up for Joshua. He's going to fight the big Chinaman over in China. It's going to be a nice little tune-up. Should beat him. Not a problem. But all of a sudden, when it came to Joyce fighting Zhang, it was like, he's a big southpaw. He's a heavy hitter. Big southpaw.
Big bang.
Big bang. Zhang. All of a sudden, he's a monster. He's a monster, but he wasn't a monster when people were talking about him in relation to Anthony Joshua. He wasn't a monster.
No.
He wasn't a monster. Just imagine.
Joshua, you see, Rafi, as you said earlier, sorry to cut you off. People are very unreasonable. Anthony Joshua gonna fight Zhang. Oh, what a bum fight! He's old. How do you picking on an old man? No. All right. Now it's Joyce. Oh, what a tough fight!
Yeah,
it is a tough fight.
It is a tough fight.
But when it was Joshua, it was a bum fight. Joshua fighting another old man. All this. Joyce spent his time talking about Anthony Joshua rather than learning how to move his head. Daniel Dubois has gotten his revenge. You beat up my eye, Zhang beat up your eye. You see how it go, Rafi?
Joyce was just talking about Joshua more than anybody else, and he should have been focused on the job at hand. I'm not saying he wasn't, but listen, he's gonna taste now. He's gonna get a taste. He's gonna get a taste of what it's like when you're up there at the top, because he was right at the top. He was almost at the top of the mountain, and he's gonna get a taste of what it feels like now. when you're not even at the top, when he was close to the top, and then you hold a loss that you weren't expected to hold, and all of these guys get humbled. All of these guys get humbled. It's a question of how you come back from the humbling. And now Joyce is being humbled, and now we've seen a flaw. We've seen a flaw in him. It's okay with orthodox, but with the heavy hitting southpaw, that's a problem. I think he'd have had less problems with Usyk than Big Bang, Zilly, Zhang, T, new WBO interim heavyweight champion of the world, Zilly Zhang. Wow. China, stand up. China, stand up. I'm going to step away from the mic for a few seconds.
No, that's okay. I'll entertain the audience out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, I'll spit a little voice for the people in the chat. Peace to the Leon Figures. Leon Figures say you cannot keep blocking shots. Leon, that's all I'm saying, Leon Figures. When people keep talking about people scared to get hit, and this is the point of the heavyweight division. You can't afford to keep taking punches. Joyce kept getting hit with the same shot, and he refused to move his head. Refused. You got people out there talking about Joyce has an iron chin. Like you said, Leon Figures, no such thing as an iron chin. Nonsense you're talking. Just move your head. I don't understand. It's not like he was getting caught with the punch when he was tired. Joyce was getting hit with that punch from round 1 when he was fresh. All I'm saying is with these people is that, you know, when y'all talk about fighters and fighters trying to implement defense into the game, understand that people trying to prolong their career. Now look at Joyce's face tonight. How are we going to deal with this? Suppose something broken now. Now what? Joke business, man. Rafi, you back? No, Rafi ain't back yet.
Today belongs to me, belongs to everyone who showed up, belongs to every Chinese who showed up. You are 39 years old. Is this just the beginning? The delay is now. When you go from there? 36岁了，下一步。我39岁，加油对于我来讲就是一个数字，因为我自律，因为我刻苦，我的目标就是世界冠军。下一步我要挑战冠军。I'm 39 years old, but I'm disciplined. I train hard. Next step, I'm going for the title.
Now, Frank Warren and them said before this, they have a rematch clause on this fight. How you have a rematch clause for not even a world title fight? An interim title fight. You have a rematch clause?
Crazy.
What is this garbage?
Crazy.
For an interim title fight, a rematch clause?
Hold on a second. Let me listen to what Joyce saying.
The right hand kept hitting me with it, so I couldn't get out of the way. So respect to Zhang, Big Bang. It was a good fight. I think I could have done better. I think because I haven't fought a southpaw for so long, and it was and credit to him because he's a good fighter. And I gave it my all. I think I could do better, but yeah, it's just disappointing. Like I expected to win like I normally do, but. So yeah, thanks for all the support and congratulations.
A southpaw and a very big puncher. It was a very fast start from him. What advice were you given? What could you have done better?
I think just a little bit more practice and stuff. Like I think, Zhang's a fellow silver medalist. He's a good fighter. He hits hard, and he's an awkward style because he's a southpaw, and he's a powerful southpaw at that.
And yeah, I just couldn't get away from. I kept getting hit with the right with his left hand, and so I'm disappointed. And I'd like to apologise to all my fans and supporters, but thank you for coming down here, man. And I'll be back. My journey's not over. This is just a hurdle I may have tripped over, so I'll be back.
He's 39. George Foreman became a world champion at 45. You still have plenty of time. You will have to heal and recover your eye, but what do you think are the next steps?
Yeah, well, man, maybe it's payback with the bar's eye. I got my eye card as well. I'll be back.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We wish you the best of luck with your recovery.
Aye, aye.
Let's talk to George Warren here. George,
Aye, aye.
really not the way we wanted this fight.
I can't see.
I can't see.
Rafi, but you know what's crazy though?
Yeah.
Everybody knew Joyce had these issues because even when he fought Parker,
Yeah.
Parker was hitting him with some big shots. It's just that Joseph Parker these days, I don't know what's happened to Joseph Parker.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Zhang is a big, powerful man. But Rafi,
They're a great team to work
Yeah.
with. They've been very
Zhang wasn't hitting him with nothing special. It was a straight backhand all
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. Yeah. Basic stuff.
How? From round one? From
Yes.
not like when they were tired and you kind of stop moving. You're tired now. Round
Yeah.
one when you're fresh. How?
Timothy Thomas is recommending retirement for Joe.
Oh God.
OMG. I've never seen Joyce that slow. Well, it wasn't a question of speed. Are you talking about hand speed? It wasn't a question of speed. It's a question of the fact that the dude wasn't moving his head. I done told you before the fight that a key element of this, a key ingredient is the fact that Joyce gets hit more than almost any other heavyweight. He hits more than almost any other heavyweight, but he also gets hit more.
That's a problem, Rafi.
That's a big problem.
Someone pointed out to me in an interview he was doing, like it almost seemed like he's already slurring his words.
He's had that for a long time, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like a speech impediment he has then?
Well, not necessarily, but for years, for at least 2 years ago, I noticed he's slow. He's slow, Joe speaks slow, and sometimes he's looking for the word, and he can't find the word. That's how Joyce speaks. But he's an intelligent guy. He's a graduate. So he's an intelligent guy, but is it just that he's always spoken slow, or is it a sign of
deterioration?
Yeah. And as a guy who gets hit a lot, you can't rule that out. It could be that. I never thought I'd see the day where Joe Joyce was hurt with a headshot, but we saw it here. Well, he's been hurt before anyway, so I've seen him hurt before. Dubois kind of stung him a few times. I think Jennings stunned him once or twice.
Yep.
So he has been hurt before. So I don't agree with that statement there. He has been hurt before. But with a southpaw, where the left side is not a jab, but it's the heavy punch on the right side of Joe. Like I pointed out before, he gets hit a lot. And against a heavy hitter like an Anthony Joshua, like a Zhang Bang, that could have been a problem. Joyce will counteract and say, well, that's the jab. I'm getting hit on the left. That's the jab hand. So unless you're George Foreman, it's not going to be good enough. That's what he would say. But you can't just be open like that, because you do have people who can switch hit. You can have switch hitters, and then the left hand becomes the power hand, as we see against Zhang. That's a huge problem. Huge. You cannot keep blocking shots with your damn head in the heavyweight division. No, you most certainly cannot. Fury will say, see, I told you, Joyce was no good. That's the only thing that I regret about this, the fact that he's let Tyson Fury off the hook. That's the only thing I'm slightly miffed about. Because they were setting up to duck him. If anybody who's seen my video, I dropped it a couple of nights ago. You'll know that they were setting up. John Fury was saying, "Well, I don't know if Tyson will get up for Joe Joyce. What's he got? He's got no belts. What's he got?" So they were setting up. The setup was already in to avoid Joe Joyce. And now I guess they're gonna rewrite history and say, "No, we're going to fight Joe. We're looking forward to Joe beating Zhang, and then we're going to took him on." Tyson was lining him up for his next fight. But listen, all of the guys at the top will get a humbling. The only people who haven't been humbled yet, Usyk hasn't been humbled. Tyson Fury, he's been dropped a few times by cruiserweights, by light heavyweights, by middleweights, but he hasn't really received his full humbling. But I think Joe Joyce might have been getting ahead of himself just a little bit. But now, ironically, he's got a taste of what Daniel Dubois got, as pointed out by the Iron Kong. And yeah, he pointed it out himself. Joe Joyce said it himself. Hey, he laughed. He chuckled. He says, "Hey, maybe this might be payback for what I did to Daniel Dubois." Maybe.
I just remember Joe Joyce's mother has an eye problem too.
Yes, I've seen her stepping out of the ring. Yes,
Joyce has to be very careful. I'm not joking. He has to be very careful.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Special K. Hergovich has not been redeemed in my eyes. He's not that good. He's not been redeemed to me. He's not that good. I'm sorry. How is that possible? You one left hand can't miss you all night. How? What have you, like Rafi? You're training to fight a southpaw guy who fights the same way every single fight. Hey, tell Fight Doctor to come on, because I need some boxing. I need you and Fight Doctor to educate me on some boxing technique, because I need to know. Fight Doctor, jump on the link, please. I have questions for you and Rafi. I have questions because I'm confused.
Yeah. Well, it's a known problem that he's got. It's a known problem. And, Ismail Shalash, he's received a lot of compliments, but he also has to take some criticism, because this isn't been an ongoing problem with Joe Joyce. The inability to slip shots, and it's been a known problem for years, but it hasn't been addressed.
You're training for Zhang. You're training for Zhang. You have tape. It's not like you don't have tape for Zhang. Zhang didn't fight any differently tonight than he's fought before.
Correct.
It's the same way he fights, right? I need to know, if you're training to fight Zhang, Rafi, which punch are you looking at?
Well, you're looking at the backhand. It's the left side. Yeah.
The backhand.
Yeah.
So I need education. When you and Fight Doctor get on, I need y'all to let me know what's happening. Just give me a second. I'm gonna deal with my son and come back. Give me a second.
No problem. Where are we? Let's have a look. Let me go through. Let me respond to some of the comments. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. Excuse me. Okay. Zhang shook up the world. He most certainly did.
If the swelling hadn't happened and the eye wasn't closing, I'm still confident he would have come back into that fight and potentially won
The chin is only one part of the head. It doesn't matter how hard your chin is if you're fighting blind, 100%. That's from Jezza, the random reviewer. That left hand couldn't miss. Rematch. Timothy Thomas is calling for a rematch. What do I think about that? Rematch? No. He's got some work to do with the head movement. Like I said, I think he'd have done better against Usyk than Zhilei Zhang. Styles make fights. Should Joyce retire? No. He just got to finally take the head movement seriously. I mean, he stayed on his bike against Dubois once he got hurt a few times. He got on his bike. But Dubois is an orthodox. This is a southpaw. Joyce ain't fought a southpaw since his fourth fight. Fight doctor's waiting in the wings. I'm going to bring him in a second. I just want to get through a few of these comments. Maybe starting at pro at 31 was always a massive gamble, most certainly. But he's had that time to work on his head movement. He's been with Ismail Shalish for a while. They ain't sorted out the head movement. His management should be fired. This fight was never a good idea. Well, maybe take another southpaw before this one. Maybe. Yeah. Let's credit Joyce for not cherry picking easy bouts. Absolutely. To wait for a shot and collecting vacant belts. Like White came unstuck. I don't think he wins a rematch. Unlike White was able to. Oh, you're talking about White v. Povetkin. Yeah, it's a southpaw. It's a massive problem for Joyce. Ergovic redeemed himself. Did he redeem himself? I don't know. But you could say, well, he solved the problem. He stayed away, got on his bike. So does Hergovic's performance look better in the light of this performance? Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Esteem to some extent. I don't know about redeemed. I ain't saying redeemed.
Exactly.
I ain't saying redeemed, but he looks better in the light of this fight. But then again, who wouldn't look better?
Fight now.
Yo, shout out to the Iron Kong.
I need you to educate me, Fight Doc. You've watched a ton more boxing than me.
I've watched a couple of fights.
How is it possible? You're going into a fight with a man, a southpaw who has a lot of tape. He has fights. You have a lot of tape. He fought tonight the same way he fought his last fight and the fight before that. If you're training for Zhilei Zhang, which punch are you looking for, Fight Doctor?
I'm looking for the straight left hand.
So how is it possible that punch kept catching this man from round one until the fight was over? Explain it to me. Talk to me. Because
two reasons. First and foremost, what was Joyce's amateur career? Did Joyce have an amateur background? Does he have an amateur career?
Olympic silver medalist.
They're both silver medalists. Olympic silver medalists.
Zhang was 08 silver medalist, and Joyce was 012. I think. Don't quote me on that.
2016, I think.
2016. That makes more sense.
That's when Yorker got it.
Yeah. Okay. So Zhang was 012 and Joyce 016. Yeah.
The amateur program in the UK must have fallen off, because how does a guy get to this point without having, one, face a southpaw of some quality, and two, learn just the basics of defense. The basics of defense. It's not illegal to move your head. You don't score points for getting hit in the face. Your opponent does. Yeah, I picked Dubois to beat Joyce because I've never been a fan. I wasn't a fan going into this fight. I always thought that Joyce was a knockout waiting to happen. And guess what? Here we are.
Why didn't you say that in the pre-fight? Why didn't you say that in the pre-fight build-up?
Because I didn't care about this fight. I mean,
you should have said something. You could have made some people some money. You can't keep that intel to yourself.
I probably could. And I've never been a Joyce fan. Ever.
You should have bet me. You should have bet me. Get your money back.
You're right. I should have bet you because I assume you would have taken Joyce.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I've never been a Joyce fan. The man is slow. He lacks defense. And look, that might be okay when you're fighting tomato cans, when you're going the Anthony Joshua route. But at some point, you're going to face someone who did not get the memo. Someone who is actually showing up not to collect a paycheck, but to actually bash your head in and win the fight. Someone who isn't overmatched, like the dozens of tomato cans you steamrolled to get to the point where you are now. You know, I mean, look, honestly, the heavyweight division has been trashed for a long time, okay? I came up in boxing in the 80s, so I got to see all those guys. I got to see the second golden age of the heavyweight division, which was the 90s, where we had Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, Michael Moore, and look, those were the A-list guys, the B-list guys. Okay, there was a smorgasbord of B-list guys. If any of them were around today, would probably clean out the division. Okay, heavyweight division is trash, complete garbage.
Fight that.
And how a guy with the skill set, and I use that word loosely, the skill set of a Joe Joyce, how that guy gets to be the mandatory is beyond me. Because back in the 80s and the 90s. It could not have happened. It just couldn't.
Fight doctor.
Yes, sir.
And Rafi.
Yeah.
Did y'all see any variation on this one left hand? Because it looked like the exact same left hand he was throwing. The exact same all night.
That's because it was the exact same left hand.
All night long.
Just move your head. Just move it. You don't. Oh man, I just don't understand. But you see, a lot of people been talking up this whole Joyce got this iron chin. Let me be clear with y'all. I've said it on this show before. There's nobody that has to prove to me they have no iron chin. You don't have to prove nothing. Just move your head. Boxing is an immensely dangerous sport. Immensely dangerous. Out of all the fight sports, boxing, in my opinion, might be the most dangerous because there's only a limited few places a person can hit you, and usually it's in your face.
Yep.
And Joyce tonight really because it's not like I didn't know he gets hit a lot, but how is it possible, Rafi? You training with Ishmael Salas for this long.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, you're coming lighter. So I'm thinking maybe you're gonna move more. And you fight the same way, and you just stand in front of this man and just take straight lefts all night. That don't make sense. The trainer needs to be held accountable.
Of course. Big time. Big time.
I don't know.
Big time. It's crazy to me because I 245 this fight in comparison to 270 last fight, it didn't jive. It really didn't jive to me. I didn't understand it then, and I'm still a bit unsure. I'm not sure what the benefit was. I'm not sure what the benefit was. The focus on getting lighter. Did they spend more time getting Joyce lighter than moving his head?
Oh, I can answer that question. That's an emphatic no. There was zero head movement.
I think you mean yes. The question was, did they spend more time getting Joyce lighter than moving his head?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the question was did they spend time getting him lighter so that he could move his head?
No.
No. Okay, then you're correct. Yes.
But that should have been the point, Rafi. If you were getting lighter, it means you want to move more.
Yes.
Right.
So what was the point of getting lighter then?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. What was the point of getting lighter? I don't understand.
Well, Adam Hurley, he's going to have another fight because Frank Warren them said they have a rematch clause on an interim title fight. An interim title fight? Not even a full world title voluntary. An interim title fight?
Yeah.
So he's going to fight again this year.
So, but wait a minute. What about the eye?
I don't know. That's a good question.
The eye's going to stop him.
That's a good question.
I'm hearing chatter that the orbital bone was broken.
Oh no! Oh no, fight doctor! Don't say that.
No, I don't know. This is just chatter that I'm hearing in various back rooms. But the eye did not look good.
No.
The eye did not look good.
No.
And look, unless he moves his head in the rematch, it only gets worse.
Well,
it'll be 4 rounds instead of 6.
How's he going to start moving his head now? He hasn't moved in the last few years.
And that's the problem. That's exactly the problem. That's the problem. How the hell do you get to this point and you just don't practice the basics? Boxing 101. Move your head side to side.
Listen, I'm not here to tell you that Orthodox people don't struggle with southpaw, because that's usually how it goes. You struggle a little. You might win the fight, but you struggle a little bit because it's awkward.
Yeah.
Southpaws are rare. You don't usually find a lot, especially heavyweight southpaws. You don't really find it. Right? But it's like the rules still apply, right, Rafi? Somebody's throwing a punch.
Yeah.
You move.
Yes.
That's how you move. That's how it's supposed to be.
Slip and move. Slip and move.
I don't think Joyce slipped one left hand today.
No.
None of the left hands that was thrown with any intent by Zhang.
Yeah.
Missed. That doesn't make sense.
No. The ESPN punch stats had Zhang landing at 58%.
Oh my God.
Now, I don't normally put stock into punch stat numbers, but in this instance, I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
And that's problem. Look, you do not want a 280-pound heavyweight hitting you at a 60% rate. You just don't want that.
No.
Because it's not going to end well for you.
No.
And it doesn't matter that the guy isn't necessarily a big puncher. He's 280 freaking pounds.
I think he's known to be a big puncher.
But that's his whole MO. He doesn't throw a lot of punches. He has a big left hand. That's his MO. Yeah. But that's, if you watch all of his fights, he fights the same way.
Yeah.
He's not super fast, but he kind of chills a little bit and throws the left hand. Boom, boom. Okay, cool. You get caught the first few times because it surprised you, maybe.
For real.
All right. How about you start moving away from the power hand? In Taekwondo, I used to practice for my national team.
Yeah.
As far as I know, whatever power foot there is, you try and move away from the power leg, the back leg.
Yeah.
So you try and move away. You can stay on the jab foot, but move away more so from the power leg. All right? That's just, I don't understand. I don't understand. It just seems strange. That's all. It just seems strange.
It makes you wonder, did he actually prepare for a southpaw? Because if you're not slipping the left of the southpaw, then what the hell were you practicing for? What drills were you doing?
So
It seems like I'm asking the question, did he even train for a southpaw?
So here's what I think is going on with Joe Joyce, right? His brain trust, the people who handled Joe Joyce, sort of, I guess, stumbled upon the goose that lays the golden eggs.
Hmm.
Now, never mind the fact that the goose, doesn't fly straight, or doesn't really fly at all, if you want to be completely honest.
Damn, so that's a dodo.
Right. But it's laying these golden eggs. So we're going to ride this goose that doesn't fly straight as long as it can lay golden eggs.
Uh-oh.
And we're not going to concern ourselves with the fact that it can't fly straight or whatever its imperfections are, because it's laying golden eggs. And if you're the one who's on the receiving end, if you're cashing out on the goose that lays the golden eggs, at some point, maybe you start thinking, well, if it ain't broke, this guy, he's stiff, he's big, he punches hard, he's slow as molasses, but he's steamrolling these people we put in front of him. Well, if it ain't broke, and it's laying golden eggs, and that's how we get to where we are now.
I'm super disappointed. Super. The thing is, Joyce spent maybe more time in the amateurs than a lot of these, because he was there for. That's why he came into the pro so late, because he spent a long time in the amateurs. Longer than Joshua them and so, right, Rafi?
Yeah.
So he has more, because he fought Usyk in the amateurs. He fought all these people.
Yes.
So
yes.
What? Oh, man.
It's strange.
Yeah, but my question is this: how does a guy who, from what I'm hearing, has a somewhat decorated amateur career, how do you get from that to this?
Well, he hasn't fought a southpaw he hasn't fought a southpaw since his fourth fight. I think he's had 15 fights, 16 fights. But still, that's no excuse, because he had a training camp. He knew he was fighting Zhang. He's had a training camp. I'm sure he must have come across southpaws in the interceding years. And he knew he was fighting the southpaw. So the mind boggles how the hell he wasn't moving, his head wasn't blocking the left, he wasn't using a range foot movement once he knew he was having problems with the left. Did this corner not tell him to maybe use a little bit more range and then parry head movement? Maybe when the left's coming, throw your own right, so whether it lands or not, you got some kind of buffer zone. You're covering the chin with the shoulder. You're tucking the head. So there's a number of remedies, number of ways to get around that, and that should have all been addressed in training.
Rafi. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that should have all been addressed in training. So I am confused. I am perplexed at how Zhang basically hit him with the left at will.
Because what most is concerning to me is that it's not like Zhang was doing any complex setting up with his left hand.
No,
Zhang was standing in front of Joyce and flinging this backhand all night. Joyce didn't attempt to even put up his right hand to block this left hand.
That's what I mean.
So it's not like Zhang might have befuddled him with foot movement and maybe a active jab, active right jab. It wasn't even that.
Mm.
He just kept flinging a straight left all night. Joyce didn't attempt to even move his head to, it would have been what? To his left?
Joyce moving to his
If Joyce didn't
right side.
move his head, it would have
Yeah,
been to his left, right?
yeah.
Right. So Joyce didn't even attempt to move his head to his left to slip one. He didn't
Slip
attempt
it
to
to the left. Slip it to the left.
Right.
Parry with your left as well. So
Exactly.
you move your head to the left and you parry, kind of like a George Foreman type of thing, almost, not quite, but you just slip to your left, you parry with your right, come over. No, slip to your left, parry with your left, come over with your own right, overhand right.
Well, he
So
didn't.
you slip your head to the left,
Rafi.
parry with your left, come over with your overhand right, and move off to your left. Create an angle, come with your own left hook, and then maybe a right hook to the body. So that's one pattern. I'm going to say it again, that's just one of many patterns which arguably should have been drilled in training. Just one. I'm going to say it one more time. To the right-hand counter from Zhang, one option. Slip your head to your left, immediately parry with your left as well, whilst coming over with your own overhand right or your right hook to the head. Move to your left. Maybe you've got the opportunity there for a left hook to the head, right hook to the body, and that's a drill. If you want to take it further, if you want to add a move to that, then grab the man behind his head with your right arm, and then just weigh him down for a second. Push him back for a second. If you want to do Ali style, pull his head down, come up with an uppercut, step back, step to your right, quick left jab with your right hand up somewhere to block a hook. To block a hook, or maybe he comes with another left straight. Well, why not drop down? Just literally drop down, head down, angle off to the left with your upper body, angle off to the left with your front foot, pivot, jab. That was a long sequence, but I'm just talking about the first four movements of the sequence. What I'm saying is that you have things to drill against a southpaw. Plenty of options to drill. That should have been just one of them.
But it's not even a dynamic southpaw he's fighting. That's the problem. Right. You see, I picked Joyce to win 5-6. I'm not super shocked that Zhang won.
No.
I had Joyce winning. I'm surprised he won.
Yes.
What I'm super shocked at is the simplistic way he beat Joyce, and not just beat him maybe by points, nicked him by points. Rafi, this man, Joyce, looked like he got jumped by Chelsea fans while wearing a Man U shirt.
Yeah, it wasn't even a contest, to be completely honest.
Hold on a second. Joyce was winning, though, I think. Let me go to my scorecard. Hold on.
Hey?
I didn't give Joyce a single round.
Hey? Joyce was
not
winning.
One round.
Hold on. Well, hold on. Let me count it up. I got 2 rounds for Joyce, 2 rounds for Zhang, and 1 was a draw. Okay, so on my scorecard, up until the 5th round, it was a draw. 2 rounds for Joyce. That was round 3 and round 4. 2 rounds for Zhang. That was round 1 and round 5. And then the drawing round was round 2, where Joyce was winning the round, but he got hit by such a heavy shot that he got staggered. And I gave Zhang an extra point for that, so it was a 9-round round. That was a draw. So up until that point, I had it as a draw. Up until the 6th round.
Yeah, I didn't give Joyce a single round in the fight. Not a
Hit
single
that
round.
like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. As you were saying, Fight Doctor, you didn't give him a round.
I didn't give him a single round. I thought he looked like trash, like he normally does.
Oh dear.
And the story of the fight in my mind was the left hand of Zhang. It couldn't miss.
Mm.
I mean, it was almost as if it was scripted.
Okay.
To be completely honest, I mean,
You
that's
say-
what the fight looked like. It looked like it was scripted.
Well, you're saying there's some underhand element involved?
The underhand element involved here is Joyce's brain trust. The people who train him. Those are the underhanded elementals, okay, in this equation. Trust. Because they have not prepared this man.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Hmm.
I mean, it's not illegal to move your head.
Hmm.
What do you do in training for 8 weeks? I mean, and please excuse my French, but goddamn, what do you do?
Mm.
It's not rocket science.
Mm.
And it only looks so scripted because Joyce is so horrible of a boxer.
Wow.
I can understand being stiff. I can understand being slow. What I can't understand is not moving your head. It's the simplest of things.
Yeah.
And you do it for good reason, because you don't want to get. I mean, that's part of it. The science of boxing, the art of boxing, is the art of hitting your opponent and not getting hit in return. That's boxing.
Yeah.
You just don't do one without doing the other and call yourself a professional prize fighter. At least not on the top level of the sport.
Joyce was supposed to beat AJ and Franklin in the same night, according to Warren.
Let me tell you something, man. Rafi, I gotta go, right? But
yeah, man.
Joe, this fight was. I'm thinking about the fight now, and I find it even more humorous that a man could get caught. Okay, so he got buzzed in the first round. Zhang could hit. First few rounds, very, very, very dangerous, man.
Yes.
Right? Has all his power, all his juice. All right, you got buzzed and whatnot. Okay, so the third round, you're supposed to say, okay, I got to keep avoiding his left hand. I have to avoid his left hand. That's all you're thinking, because he's not doing nothing with his right hand. I got to keep up, and you still don't avoid the left hand. Rafi, I'm shocked. The trainer should be called to account for this.
Yeah.
Because this wasn't like a great fight where it was like, okay, two guys really put their all into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just looked like one person was so underprepared.
Yeah.
It looked like he trained for a completely different fighter. And this wasn't even like a short notice replacement. It was the fighter you was selected to fight months ago.
Yeah.
Same guy. Zhang didn't fight any different tonight, Rafi, than all the times I've seen him. Joyce came in 240-something pounds and looked the exact same as 270-something pounds.
Yeah, what's all that about?
Y'all have a nice night. Fight Doctor, peace to you, my brother. Rafi, peace to you, my brother.
Peace out to the Iron Kong.
Peace out to the Iron Kong. Much appreciation. He's got his own channel, Iron Kong 26. Much appreciation goes out to him for jumping on with me, keeping the Rafi company, and offering his thoughts, observations, and insights to you. Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio crew. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit all the good buttons. They're there for your use. Joyce fought the way he always does with his face. Yeah, but the Southpaw really opened him up like a tin of tomatoes. You know, Joyce was doing more talk about AJ than he was about Zhang. You know, it makes you wonder, who the hell was he training for? Was he training for somebody else? Was he training for a Southpaw? because it certainly didn't look like it. It's kind of unbelievable. But I think it was in the 7th round when he got the 2nd round, when he got shook by basic left from Zhang, the southpaw, and he went reeling across the ring. And I thought, oh no, because I had some problems. With my connection, and so the first round I was slow, I was behind. Then I was ahead, so I can't really say that I saw the first round. So I only really picked up the fight from the 2nd round. And somebody had commented that, yo, Joyce is getting banged in the 1st round. I said, what? I thought the person might have been exaggerating, but then 2nd round came around, and for sure he was getting banged. So yeah, he was getting banged in the 1st round. But I saw it in the 2nd round. I thought, whoa. I thought Joyce is going to lose this fight. I said it. He's going to lose the fight. I thought best case scenario is if he makes it past the 6th round or makes it to the 6th round, then he could maybe get out of it. Maybe he could survive and win, because that's when Zhang typically tends to gas out after the 6th. But then the eye developed. The eye closed up, I think, in the 3rd round. I said, okay, so now he's got to survive for 3 rounds. If the eye closes before the 7th round, then he loses the fight, because Zhang is good for 6 rounds. So if the eye closes before the 6th round, then he's in trouble. He's in big trouble. And sure enough, the eye closed. I think in the 5th round, the eye closed. And that was it. That's all she wrote. Like I said, if the eye closed before the 6th round, then it's game over. Because then Zhang is still within his power before you go into the 7th. If you get into the 7th, if the eye closes in the 7th, then you might be able to skate. Might be able to skate around a bit, but you're still heavily compromised, because now you can't see the left anyway. So even though Zhang after the 7th or into the 7th is running on fumes, you're only fighting with one eye. So you're still not safe. You're still not home and dry. If you're not blocking the left and your right eye is closed, that's on your left. That's on your the left hand is on your right hand side. If your right hand's closed, you can't block the left with 2 eyes. How the hell are you going to block it with one or slip it with one on your right side? Eye is closed. OMG, the fight doctor. Talk to me.
So I think both Anthony Joshua and Joe Joyce need to find a nice retirement home. And get rooms right next to each other.
Oh dear.
And ride out into the sunset and, pack it in, because Joyce is done.
All
right. So there's a rematch clause. I hope that Joyce's brain trust are smart enough to swerve to take a pass on the rematch.
Yeah.
But if the rematch happens, it will be more of the same. Mm-hmm. The right eye will swell up again, and it won't take 6 rounds this time. It'll be 4 rounds.
Oh dear.
And I would venture to say that Zhang would maybe even bring some different wrinkles to the rematch. But what's for sure is this: you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And at this point, Joyce, a 37-year-old heavyweight, is an old dog. You're not going to be able to transform him into Pernell Whitaker in 8 weeks. No. You're not. It's just not going to happen. Okay? I mean, if he really wants to continue his career, in my opinion, he would need to fire everyone in his camp, just everyone.
Oh dear.
And go find a new trainer.
Yeah.
And go fight a couple of tomato cans and work it out. But again, he's an old dog now. And when he faces a top-notch heavyweight, a top-flight heavyweight, whatever new wrinkles a new trainer would introduce, all of that's probably going to go out the window. He'll revert back to what he was doing prior to what he's been doing his whole career, which is to fight face first. And at the top of the game, that just doesn't work. It doesn't. Okay? I mean, that works for tomato cans. But once you face the upper echelon of pugilists, okay, who know how to throw a jab, right? Fighting face first doesn't work. It just doesn't. So, yeah. Joyce is done, right? The eye situation, I'm curious to see what's going on with the eye, but he's done. It's a wrap. I mean, where does he go from here? Because look, Zhang knocked you out, right?
Yeah.
So, regardless of what happens next, with you, Joyce, or Zhang, that's a guy that you have to at some point see again. So, what are you going to do differently now? And at this point, the secret is out. Okay? The secret is out. This guy can't avoid punches. So, I mean, where does he go from here? Who does he fight? Okay, you go fight another tomato can. What does that prove?
Well, I mean, WBO. Who does he fight? Who does he fight next? Well, he could fight Zhang next, but I wouldn't recommend it.
No, no. If he wants to continue his career, that's.
I tell you, we should fight next. Otto Wallin.
Another southpaw.
Another southpaw.
Who's actually slicker than Zhang.
Well, less powerful.
Does it really matter?
Yeah.
Because
he can survive. He can survive Wallin's punches whilst hopefully correcting his mistakes. So I put it to you, world exclusive. Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay! Joe Joyce, his next opponent, should be another southpaw, and he goes by the name of Otto Wallin.
That's not a good fight.
That's a great fight. That's an opportunity.
That's not a good fight.
That's an opportunity to redeem himself against a southpaw, because we don't see this thing happening to him against an orthodox fighter. So it's a southpaw thing, and I put it to you, ladies.
No, sir. This is
to you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that the ideal opponent for Joe Joyce to rectify his southpaw issue, is to fight Otto Wallin.
I'm picking Wallin in that fight.
Well, that's good for the bookies.
That's a terrible fight for Joe Joyce at this point in his career.
Well, I don't know, because if he can fight an orthodox fighter, and I reckon he beats 98% of orthodox fighters.
Wait, didn't we see Otto Wallin go 12 rounds with the heavyweight champion of the world and look good in the process?
Yeah.
That was a competitive fight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Last I checked, Tyson Fury is actually a quite the skilled fighter. What do you think happens to Joe Joyce in that situation?
Against Wallin?
I think Wallin stops Joyce. I'm serious.
Well, listen, what I'm saying.
He's going to target the eye.
Well, listen, what I'm saying is very, very well. No, because he might do. Yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is that Joyce beats 99% of orthodox fighters in my view. Orthodox stance.
Joyce beats 99% of orthodox tomato cans. We agree there. Yes.
Well, yeah, that's the figure I'm putting on it. 98%. Joyce beats 98% of Orthodox fighters. So his problem isn't with Orthodox fighters. His problem is with a southpaw.
No, sir.
So
No,
what
sir.
better way?
No, sir.
Hold on. I haven't finished. What better way to show that he's addressed that than training for a southpaw? Again, staying in training camp for a southpaw. Well, once his face gets healed. Staying in getting back in training camp for a southpaw and fight Otto Wallin.
Mr. Dawkins.
Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir.
Dead game boxing up in the building.
Joe Joyce's problem
says he should fight Dillian White. Well,
I think Dillian White beats him. I think Dillian White beats him.
Why? Why would Dillian White beat him? He's not a southpaw.
Southpaws are not Joe Joyce's problem. Defense is Joe Joyce's problem.
Yeah.
That's his problem. His lack of defense. Okay. Now he's been beating up these tomato cans, and everyone has been going goo goo gaga over this guy who has beaten nobody. Who is Joe Joyce beat? Really? Seriously?
He's beat
he's beat That's who he's beaten.
He's beat Ustinov. He's beat Dubois. He's beat Joseph Parker. But you bunch of people.
Okay.
He's beat Jennings, although that was a close fight.
Right. You have a close fight with Bryant Bye Jennings, who can't even spell bye correctly. Okay, whatever. You know what? Whatever. Yeah, he should fight Otto Wallin. If that's what you think, then yeah. I'm looking forward to taking your money.
Ha. Well,
I'll put it that way.
If
that fight gets made, I'm looking forward to taking your money because I got Otto Wallin in that fight.
Well, we're gonna have to step up the wager a little bit to a 10.
Okay, not a problem. I have no problem with taking your money, sir.
We're gonna have to step. Well, that's what you say every time, and every time I say thank you.
Okay.
I just send you a thank you note after you played me. You know, so it ain't worked out for you yet.
The sun even shines on a dog's ass some days, okay? And that day is coming, sir. That day is coming. Okay?
The day is gonna come. Well, you know, just wear some Daisy Dukes. That's what I'm saying. Get prepared.
I just borrowed a pair of yours. How about that? Okay, how's that sound?
Yeah, I'll ship you some over. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Otto Wallin. I better write it down in the chat so people are still wondering. They got their hands on their jaw. Otto Wallin.
They're not going to make that fight. I promise you. I would be very surprised if they make that fight. No, they should not make that fight. No, sir, they should not. No.
Well, listen, he's got a glaring issue. Eric,
defense is his glaring issue. We agree there. Yes.
Up in the building. Yes, Eric. Eric up in the building. Where's the link? I don't know if Eric might be at work, so if so, he might not be able to join us, but I'll drop the link in the chat in a second just in case. Otto Wallin should be they call him Joyce. Joyce is next. Just put it in the chat so people can digest it. You know what I'm saying? They can consider it and digest it. Next opponent. And T. Let's put that up in there so people can see, people can ponder. Otto Wallin should be Joyce's next opponent for reasons I have just disclosed, because he's less severe. He's a less severe concussive puncher than Zhang. But he's a southpaw. And what you're saying? Well, why should he be ready to fight a southpaw? Well, they might try and be slick and put Zhang in front of him again. So yeah, fight this guy and you get a title shot. Well, if he's just fought and beat Otto Wallin, that shows that, you know, he did his homework. He did his proper homework on a southpaw. And then he could go forth because remember Tyson Fury is a switch hitter. Although less concussive than Zhang, I still think that would be an interesting fight. Joyce versus Fury. I still want to see that. So he needs to get back. And I still would like to see Joyce v. Usyk. So I think it's essential that he fights and beats a southpaw this year. It's essential. He's got to do it. You got Usyk sitting on top of the pile as a southpaw. You got Fury, a switch hitter, up there too. He's got to fight a southpaw and beat a southpaw. Next, why not next? Why go back training for an orthodox for your next fight and then a southpaw for your fight after that? Unless you're saying he's got to avoid southpaws altogether.
Now, he should avoid boxing altogether because it's not. Look, he's too far gone. Right? His problems, it's like a mountain, Mount Everest, and having to climb it and get over that hump to fix what's going on with this guy at 37 years old. It's not, this is not, his issues, his problems are glaring. I mean, that was embarrassing. If you're supposed to be a top flight heavyweight and you're getting hit with clean straight left hands consistently all night long, and you were not able to make not a single adjustment. Where was plan B?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where was
plan B?
Where was plan A?
Where was plan A? Where was plan A? Oh, plan A was to get hit in the face with the left hand. That was plan A. Executed professionally. That was plan A. There was no need for plan B. Plan A was working.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. What next for Joe Joyce?
Retirement.
Well, we're gonna have to chop this up some more. We're gonna have to go live on Monday. Probably 8:30 p.m. Monday. That's UK time. So that would work out at what? 3, 4, 5.
I'll be here.
Yeah, about 3:30 your time.
Yeah, I'll be
East Coast, USA. The Fight Doctor. Thanks for jumping on. Your final thoughts, words, observations before you carry on with your day over there in Chi-Town.
So you have to love the sport of boxing, and it has to be, if you are a pugilist, boxing has to be your religion. You have to worship at the feet of the boxing gods every day. When you eat, when you get up in the morning, when you go to bed at night.
When you eat your mushrooms.
When you eat your mushrooms, you have to speak blessings over your mushrooms to the boxing gods. It has to be your religion. And you have to be most devout. And part of the religious practice of boxing is thou shalt move your head. I mean, that's like the second commandment, isn't it?
Well, faint. Move your head, move your feet, keep your hands.
You get points for defense.
Yeah.
That's one of the criteria that a professional prize fight is judged.
Yeah.
Right? Defense. If your defense is better than the other guys, you're probably going to win the fight.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, thanks for having me on, Rafi. And looking forward to digging into this further. And I'm curious to see what news will come out of the UK over the next few days concerning Mr. Joyce. I'm almost willing and ready to wager a bet that retirement will be part of that news on the part of Joe Joyce. because that's in my mind. That's what needs to happen.
Well, we gon' see.
Yes, sir.
That was the fight doctor, and much thanks to him for jumping on, taking time out of his day and jumping on, sharing his thoughts and observations with you. Likewise, with the Iron Kong 26, got his own channel, so for sure, check him out. Okay? What a surprise. The unexpected hits you between the eyes, or if you're Joyce, it hits you in the right eye. From the southpaw, backhand, from the backhand, the left backhand of the southpaw. The heavy hitting Zilly Zhang OMG. Knew it was possible, but did we know that it was likely that Joyce would ship almost every left hand that Zilly Zhang Bang would throw? If you'll pardon the pun, who saw that coming? Joyce seemed like he spent more time talking about Anthony Joshua than he did about Zilly Zhang. And what was the strategy? Was he even training for a southpaw? Oh, dear, I'm not laughing at Joyce because I am a fan. And I was looking forward to him fighting for the world championship. But come on. Southpaws, they're tricky. Southpaws, they're tricky. But there are strategies and stratagem to employ when fighting one. And seems like Joyce didn't do none of that. None of that. None of that. And paid the price with the right side of his face getting busted. OMG. Busted up. So what next? What next for the Joyce? Well, clearly, he's got to learn to fight the damn southpaw. He's got to learn to fight the damn southpaw. Head movement, he absolutely does. He absolutely needs head movement. But he's always needed it. And he hasn't addressed it. And you really have to wonder, was he damn well training for a southpaw? Was he or was he not? It's mad. It's crazy. It's crazy, yo. Shizzle is crazy, yo. How bizarre. What a bizarre turn of events. We knew it was possible. But Zilly Zhang. And let's take a moment. Let's give a shout out to the victor. To the victor goes the spoils. The victor was Zilly Zhang, the Chinaman, the giant Chinaman. And there was talk about Tyson Fury ducking Joyce. It looks like the fix was in. They were ready to avoid him. But now that Zilly Zhang has won, will Tyson Fury take on Big Bang? Will Tyson Fury take on the Big Bang? Or it looks like he was set to avoid the juggernaut. I put it to you, the Tyson Fury may. I don't know, maybe Zilly Zhang is still too dangerous for him. I don't know, bro. I have a suspicion. I have a suspicion that Tyson Fury will take on the Big Bang. Because he needs to take on the Big Bang. Maybe. What say you? Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the share button. We're going to talk about this more on the Monday show. The original wrap-up show. Don't settle for any fake imitations. They're a mere figment of your imagination. Okay, so that's it. We've done it. Next show, Monday, about 8:30, 8:45 UK time, PM. That's around 3:30 Eastern American time. Am I about 3:30, 3:45 PM. Okay, we've done it. Joyce holds the loss. His fight against Zhang, the giant China man. Okay. There's nothing left for me to say other than it's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. And it is the hitting the bell icon in order to stay updated with news and notifications. Don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. We are out. Blessed.